Hello, everyone. I realized I didn't unmute my microphone, so none of you heard all of that. It's alright. We fix it now. Welcome. Siege of the Empire. That's what this is. You already know that, though, if you're here, hopefully. Crossing my fingers, you know who the heck you're watching right now. My week's been fantastic. Hope everyone else had a great week. We're going to go ahead and unmute Discord. It looks like we're still waiting for some people, but we'll get the conversations going. Hello?
Hello.
Jesus, that came out of nowhere.
My apologies.
It's okay.
It appears that people are slacking today.
I know, right? Fuck, I didn't even sleep for this shit just to make sure I was on point today.
Time change. Get in here. It's totally possible he forgot because his time changed last week. And our time change isn't until tomorrow? Question mark?
Sunday, 2 a.m.
Tomorrow, because I'll be asleep, so... Yes, excellent.
I mean, technically tomorrow is Saturday, so...
Right, yeah. Tomorrow night. That's what I meant.
But... it's not. Alright.
No, it is. It is.
Alright, yeah. Take it as you will.
Mm-hmm. Well, I hope everyone's doing great. We'll start from the bottom, since we've been starting from the top a lot. Liam, tell us how your week has been, sir. What's been going on with you?
I don't know if there's anything particularly exciting to report.
Okay. Pretty dull week in the life of Liam, then?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, well, hey, you know what? Savor the dull weeks, because when it's crazy, hectic, and bad, remember that you could just be bored.
The fuck is that? About Windows. Okay.
I believe that word is meant to be Windows, yes.
Yeah. I was like, it looks like Windows, but it's not Windows. But I still read it as Windows.
It's WinFoa, obviously. Yep. WinFoa. Speaking
of WinFoa, how's Fallout? Will?
Yeah, let's since Will is really Will, tell us. And I'll have you do it again, so now you can be recorded, so I hope you've prepared your speech. Tell us, Will, how Fallout 2.0 Article 50 Brexit is for us real quick.
It's going okay. There's a £10,000 pounds bounty on my head, but my security team is taking care of anyone that tries to get it, so it's okay.
£10,000 is reasonable. That's not... I don't think that's
absurd.
An unreasonable sum.
I think that's like intro Hitman wages.
Yeah, sure. Well, that's fantastic. Yes,
Kind of insulting, really.
And for...
Well, I'm not a major part of the royal family, you see.
Right, he's just a cousin or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's related.
Right, my mistake, forgot.
Related through marriage, not by blood, and so he doesn't matter as much.
Yeah.
Fantastic. And then for all the good people, because I had to get this explained to me yesterday, can you explain to us what Article 50 is and why it's such a big deal and why everybody's losing their shit over it?
Yeah, so the first civil war that went on was because the entire country voted on whether we should actually leave the EU or not. So that was what the voting was and all that. And Article 50 is essentially what the government have to enact in order for that to happen. So basically, the people, as you'd expect, had no actual final say in the matter of whether we leave or not. It is down to the people that we haven't actually voted to make our decision, to make that decision.
I mean, given how it went the first time.
Yeah, so this might not mean much to you, Liam, since you're Canadian. But for us Americans, it's kind of like our electoral college, where we may have a popular vote, but the person we vote for may still not win. Because the Electoral College has decided. I don't know, does Canadian have an equivalent? Or Canada? Does Canada have an equivalent?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
We do not have an Electoral College, but we have our own quirks to our electoral system.
Yeah.
I mean, it's better than yours, so that's not saying much.
I mean, yeah, you're like, better than last place is not really great, I think. Personally.
Supposedly.
Wait, what are you talking about? American perfect.
Yeah. So how's your election going?
I mean, like, since
Don't tell me, I actually already know and I fear it.
Since I'm in an interior room, I feel safe enough saying that I do truly believe no matter who gets elected, there will be violence. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter who gets elected. There's going to be riots. 100%. In fact, I feel as though slightly there would be less riots if Trump gets elected. I feel as though there would be less riots.
I don't know.
Well, so here's the thing. The crazies are more on the Trump side.
Yeah.
Right? So, like, if Trump wins, then the majority of our crazies will be happy.
Yeah, but you don't think that's going to be followed up with rioting?
Well, no, I don't think it's like a sports team when they win.
I think it's all going to be exciting.
Jordan, are you saying that you're not for Trump?
Here's the deal. I am actually not going to vote on the president this year because I do not believe we have a candidate that is suited well enough to earn my vote. None of them have earned it.
We need like fucking retries.
I believe that Trump is.
We need third terms again. That's what I believe.
Yeah, I do agree with that. I would go for a third term of Obama before I'd take either of the two next presidents. I mean, I believe that Trump is a bigoted, just absolutely crazy businessman-like idiot.
I want to say he's crazy. I think he's just straight up stupid.
I don't think he's intelligent. But yeah, I also cannot knowingly vote for a person
Hillary,
who is literally one of the most corrupt people
a war
who's
criminal.
ever been in the government ever. And also, I don't believe that either of the other two candidates for the Green and Libertarian Party have enough experience or clout to be the most powerful person in the free world. So, I'm gonna instead abscond from voting for the presidency and vote for Congress and the Senate, and then again vote for the midterms so that the people who actually make the decisions are there.
And just cry until then.
Really? All we have to do is just write out these 4 years of real shit time. Because that's what everyone said with Obama. Obama's like, oh hey, change is going to happen. And everyone's like, nope, we're going to go fucking anarchy and things like that. Lo and behold, we went through 8 years of Obama. Like, no problem. Well, I mean, there was problems, but, we didn't.
There weren't that many problems.
They were manageable problems.
It's besides them finding me for having to get health insurance. They can fuck themselves about that, but whatever. Disregard.
I like my free health insurance.
Yeah, but it's not free. That's the problem. Free health insurance. Really free. I'm totally down for free health insurance.
But, that's going to be really hard because no one likes paying taxes.
Right. Yeah.
Say that to the rest of the world where we're not having to fork out £50,000 just for a knee operation or whatever.
But mate, those doctors need some.
I mean, yeah. So that's like, there's all kinds of fucking issues. Screw the political scene. Megan, how's your week been? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about,
What, you want to segue away from politics? Is that what?
You're the light in the dark in this group, okay?
I mean, you kind of are.
That's upsetting. That is, I'm so sorry for you all.
Oh, I feel insulted, Will.
The light in the dark, that's a good
And here I was about to do something nice for Farron.
That doesn't sound likely.
Yeah, my week's been fine. Not really eventful. Although, I found out today I might be getting a kitty cat. just.
Oh my god, what type?
Just your regular,
No.
regular tabby cat, but
Okay, so it's a tabby?
potentially, I'm not positive.
Oh, that's adorable.
Question: are you getting a kitten, or are you getting a full-grown cat?
No, it is going to be a cat.
Okay.
That'll be tough then.
It'd be a lot harder.
I'm okay with it though.
I mean, I've had my kitty since he was born 15 years ago. But
well,
maintenance.
I had my other kitty for 21 years, and then she died like last year or 2 years ago now, I guess. And so I haven't gotten
that's a
another
long
kitty
life
to
for a
replace
cat.
her yet. So starting to look.
What
at
type of cat was
kitty
she?
cats. She was a stray. She was all white and she had pink ears and a pink nose and she was adorable.
Okay, well, what I mean by that is, like, do you know what type, like, breed of
No,
cat?
she was a stray.
Yeah.
She showed up at my door and that was it.
So, alright. She wasn't like under. Alright. It's okay. Continue, though. Kittens. More kittens.
No, that's it. That's my story. Look at kitty cats.
Speaking of kitty cats, I now have one.
What?
See, I'm
when?
jealous.
Well, actually, I have two.
He's had two kitty cats.
there was-
He
Yeah.
currently in his lap, I assume.
Yes, that was what I meant. She's not happy
Yep.
about it because I grabbed her off the ground, but whatever, she'll get over it.
As you trap her.
Yeah, no, I ensnare her with my love. Is what happens. Brian, how's your week been?
My week has been pretty exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty exciting. I got
Tell the
to ruin
deets.
some people's days yesterday. Yeah. Pretty
Yeah, I got to
exciting.
ban somebody. It was great.
Yeah.
That was funny.
I missed
Yeah.
something.
We'll keep you guys in the dark. It was great. Just know that we should have like talent or whatever the fuck it's called. I already forgot in D&D called Quick. We need it bad.
Yeah,
It'd be
that is.
exciting.
D&D doesn't have advantage-disadvantage systems, unfortunately. Or
I know
perks.
We have perks.
We have feats.
Yeah, those are perks.
She didn't like me.
We need
biting
one
her.
called. She doesn't like you biting her ear. Great.
Hey.
Yeah, no. For those that missed it, Brian and Jackson played a funny trick on us yesterday.
Oh god, it was an amazing trick. I can't believe it
which
worked.
resulted in me having to ban Brian for a time.
Yeah. Well, you didn't ban me. You banned Varen, and we're not going to talk about him.
Oh, see, I thought that was just some shitterino that Jackson
No.
knows.
I mean, it was.
No.
That's an accurate description of who Varen was.
That is.
Again, like I told Jordan, I'm not going to invite somebody random to the server.
I made it like I made it super believable. Thank you very much.
you did. You
I
fooled
have
me.
Amazing act.
Yeah, acting over text is hard.
Yeah, it's super hard.
But
Pulled
anyway,
it off.
Well, Will, we've already talked to you, so I'm going to pass by you.
Thanks.
Jackson,
Mm.
how's your week been, sir? What have you been doing? What have you been up to? What's going on?
Nothing much. Teacher still strange. Everything awesome. I spent a couple hours helping Brian out. I mean, not Brian, Dalton out this morning.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Somebody
Jackson,
downloaded-
let me explain this fucking story.
Somebody
Alright.
downloaded the wrong type of prawn. Is that what was going on?
Mate, I don't download prawn, alright? And one, I don't even look at prawn, because that's for fucking
There's
weeaboos.
two
I
types
don't
of
look.
people.
I don't
in
look
this
at
world.
prom either. It reminds me. It gives me too many bad memories.
There's two types of people in this world: those that do and those that lie about it. It's like
No,
it's like peeing in the shower.
It's like
I mean,
peeing in the
I
shower.
clearly do that, but I don't do that. Look at prawn. So,
I literally
Anyways.
I can't take anyone seriously that says they don't look at porn. But
Yeah, no, it's like, whatever.
uh-huh.
But anyways.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Go ahead.
Yeah, what do you have a story about?
Yeah. So, I'm here, just sitting at my desk. It's fucking 9:30, like 9 o'clock in the morning, and I haven't slept. And I was like, "Oh, let's go play some XCOM." You know, talking with my brother and things like that. Fucking look at my computer, and Windows Defender alert is like, "BT Dubs, you got some potential harmful programs." And I was like, "The fuck you mean I got this shit? I haven't had this shit for 3 fucking years since I had this computer." So, for the next 2.5 hours, with Jackson's help, which, by the way, thank you, Jackson, we tried to solve this problem. And we did, after numerous fucking methods of going at it with, like, restoring the system and a whole bunch of other bullshit. And then it was working for about 3 hours. And then it came back. And I'm like, what the fuck? So we spent another 2 hours afterwards figuring out another method. And it's come to, now I no longer use Chrome and have to use Firefox. It's come to that.
It kind of seems like
that's literally
like, from what I could tell, he's got virus roots in his system. So, but the roots can only be triggered by certain activations, such as starting up a certain program or certain amounts of activity. And based on the fact that it would happen whenever he was on the internet, on a browser, I pretty much guessed that it's most likely it's most likely infected his browsers.
That sucks.
Yep. So, had a lot of fun and stressful times out there. I went through 2 full glasses, 2 full glasses of Jack and Coke before this game to calm myself down, because that was.
I kept trying to tell you, it's fine. It's not gonna. It's a virus, sure, but it's a malware base that's supposed to open up your computer. It's not trying to steal your information.
Right. It was just the fact that it was open for who knows how long. Leaves me to wonder and things like that. So,
yeah, that's what.
lo and behold, I now have antivirus on my computer. So, didn't have it for 3 years, went on strong, and now I have to have it. So
7 years running.
Well, Brian, you know what?
You're a lot more careful with picking porn.
Oh,
Right,
I am so careful
exactly.
when picking porn.
Obviously, you know the better sites to go to.
Yeah, exactly.
Is the lesson we learned here.
But other than that, I've been watching Roleplay Blades, which, by the way, is fabulous. If you haven't seen that,
Definitely
A+.
my favorite. Definitely
A+.
one of my favorite roleplay shows in a long time.
Jeff is fabulous in that. Like, I'm really starting to like his character. Like,
Aldo is
I
gay.
can get out.
Hold on.
I mean, Aldo is fucking great too. Like, both of them are just fabulous. It's the mannerisms that Jeff like puts into like his face and the pattern of speech. It's just
So it's like
exquisite.
I wonder. Have you watched everything that Jeff's ever done? Because
yeah,
it's similar.
Well,
to
I haven't seen Solom.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's a Jeff character. It's like,
yeah, it's true.
I'm kind of over Jeff characters.
Well, you know what, Jordan? Not everyone's you. So, I still love Jeff forever and ever. And, but anyways, yeah, I've been going through the Dragon Age system because I wanted to figure out how the fuck that works, and spent about 2.5 hours doing that, and can honestly say it's some bullshit. I'll tell you what, it's some bullshit. Granted, I was drunk during going through it, but let's not talk about that either. So yeah, now I'm here, and let's go kill shit, because we need to kill shit.
Indeed. My week has been great. I'm now officially on vacation. I don't have to go back to work for 17 more days.
You lucky bastard.
So that's pretty good. Minus the short little work trip I'm going to take, which brings me to, for those of you that may not have read the pinned tweet, or the pinned message on the general chat, next week we will not be having any games. I will be out of town on a business trip, so I will not be able to run it. So unfortunately, next week is not going to happen. The week afterwards, however, will be okay. Will be good. The 18th is that day. We'll be fine. And I went ahead and like preliminary canceled the 25th because it's the day after Thanksgiving, and similar to like what we did last year, where everybody's kind of busy that weekend with family and stuff. I totally understand. So I went ahead and canceled that game as well. So we're going to be week on, week off. We're going to basically be playing every other week this month. Once we're done with that, I'll get together with everybody and we'll talk about our schedule for the upcoming holidays after that. Sound good?
So
Yeah!
By the way, will you be on for L5R next week?
No.
Okay.
I'm leaving on Wednesday.
Alright, so, we'll have Brian play a character.
It's fine. It's fine.
I don't think this is fun at all. Scary.
It's fine. I have backups. It'll be fine.
Just don't fuck up.
I'm not shitting you. He really does. They're on roll 20.
Yeah, literally, they're already on roll 20. But any hoozle. Moving on to what's going on in Siege currently. This is week 2 of our question mark part series of how we're going to get out of or figure out what the Skaven have been doing all of this time. Down inside the Molberg, or the city of Molberg, and now this underground complex below Molberg. And after some great theorems and discussions that were had, and some very big character revelations last week, you guys encountered what appeared to be a couple of rat ogres, and you were in the process of fighting all of them. And so, just because we want to just jump right into it here, and figure out what's going on, I think that
It's my turn.
well, yes, and one thing that I want to start doing before every session, and so I'm going to require your help. I'm going to say this. Everybody, check to see if you have inspiration. If you do, you should probably use it, because there's a good chance that I'm going to try and give it to you again. Awesome. With that out of the way, Hannibal D. Solomon.
What about me?
You have slain... Well, this creature right here has been slain. This one is currently knocked down on the ground. And it is your turn to take an action. So what are you going to do?
Well, first off, can anybody else move around on the screen? Or is it... For me, it's just showing like one square.
Can totally run away.
No, what I mean is that, I don't know what the fuck is going on with my screen. I'll figure it out in a bit.
Did you catch Dalton's virus?
No. I would like to fucking... Oh, fuck, let's do this. I'm at Eldritch Blast that motherfucker down there.
FYI, you will have disadvantage.
Why?
Because it is prone.
Okay.
You're using a ranged attack.
Wait, first off, bonus action hex over to it.
Okay, that seems good.
Yeah. Disadvantage on strength.
Seems good.
Shazam, ba-blam.
The first one is a miss, and the second one is a miss, unfortunately. So, like,
Yeah.
it's like bouncing off the walls and hitting around. It's like rolling around a lot, so its movement is kind of erratic, and you're unable to track it properly. Anything else?
That'll be it.
Okay. Fantastic. So, Petrov, you're standing along this wall, and you've kind of backed up next to it, and you're kind of hiding, and you got your bow out, and you're getting ready to fire, and you hear a noise coming from this way, this direction, and running around the corner is a group of rats. And now they're going to move to here, but you're hiding, and you have a 29. I looked at this previously just so I knew. They don't notice you. You're, like, melted up against the wall. But they do get a perception check, because they have and they do get a perception check to try and spot you. But they have advantage, because they have keen noses. And from this distance, they could easily smell you if you had any odor coming off of you. However, since you rolled a 29, it's going to be impossible for them to even spot you. And so, they use their action to dash. Now, you can attack of opportunity them, but it will reveal you.
I'm wielding the bow right now, so could I even make an opportunity attack?
Technically, you can. Technically, as part of an attack action, you can pull out a weapon.
Sure, but pulling out isn't the same as also stowing. Like, I don't think I can swap weapons that fast.
I mean, okay. I mean, if you say that, per the rules, you can. Per the rules, that's totally fine.
Yeah. I will not, though.
But again, like I said, it would revealing you is the big part here.
Also, not something I'm a fan of.
Right, yeah. Okay, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
But I don't think I can impale 20 rats at once.
Yeah, no, that would be fairly hard to do. So they come bolting up, and they can occupy the space of other creatures, so they begin swarming over their ally as they're running towards you, and they look like they're making a beeline for you, Farron. You're like in the light, and they can see you when you're illuminated, and it's gonna be good.
Completely fine, you know.
Yeah, sure.
Boo, you have me. Come now. When have I ever let you down? Except when I put you down.
Do you really want me to answer that?
Indeed. By the way, I did put a turn marker, so it is turn number 5.
Woo!
And brings us to Dane.
He's gonna give advantage on for Arcadia again.
On the big guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm hidden, so I don't actually need that.
What? Oh.
Hidden, so I don't actually need that.
That's
Thank you,
true.
though.
Give it to Morello.
Alright, yeah, sure. Morella.
Alright.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Farron, it is your turn. You see these rats come running at you, and this creature's on the ground, but it's like it's pushing itself upward.
Yeah. So, did we establish what kind of armor the big guy was wearing?
This guy right here, I mean, so it's like hide leather armor. It's not really great armor, but it is not metal, which I know is what your real question was pertaining to.
Yes, that was the question that I was asking.
Now, its weapon is metal, but
it is.
It also still has big ass claws and teeth. So like, that's up to you though.
All right. Then I am going to give a bardic inspiration to Morella.
All right.
And give me all that inspiration.
I know, right? I'm also going to go stabby.
All right.
So, 1, 2.
Prison shank him.
All right. So you get advantage, which you didn't need, and you hit him multiple times.
Don't you also have sneak attack?
Dealing hefty amounts of damage.
I do, yes. Thank you for
indeed.
reminding me, because I always forget.
And this creature is looking definitely bloodied now. He's been pierced and prodded and poked and slashed and blasted and tripped and bashed many times, and he is now not looking so hot.
Good. Fucker.
Anything else for Farron?
Yeah, I'm just kind of holding my ground at the moment.
Okay. Excellent. That brings us to Chester.
Okay.
Chester, you saw the rats run by.
Mm-hmm.
But
So,
it is your turn.
I am going to move back up.
Excellent. You're still technically hidden until you take an action.
I see more rats.
You do indeed
their way?
see more rats coming that way.
Let's see what I can do to some rats. can't really do a whole lot of anything to the rats.
They're just rats.
It's
I'm sure it's fine.
Yeah, it's totally fine. I'm gonna fire my crossbow at the little pack of rats.
Okay. A 21 is more than enough to hit them. However, you rolled like garbage for damage. But
Super
luckily,
garbage.
the rats are not very hardy, and your bolt just... and it just explodes. But the other one has turned his attention in your direction and knows that there's something there and may or may not pursue it.
I yell, "Come and get me, rats!"
Okay.
And I run back away and hide.
Sure. Absolutely.
Terribly
Not
hide.
the greatest of hiding. But
You're
you
gonna lead
certainly-
him right to us.
Right, yeah, no, he literally did that on purpose, Vi.
I hate you.
He's being the hero.
And that is Chester's turn.
All right, that brings us to Mr. Petrov.
Fantastic. So that thing's lying down. There's a swarm of rats that I can't impale all at once, and I don't think I see any other targets. That's unfortunate.
And it's lying down, but you have advantage, so you would get it would be a normal attack.
That's why I wanted to give you advantage.
You can't.
Yeah, you
I don't think you
double
can
advantage.
keep canceling it like that.
You can't? I
No.
thought we did that last time.
Nope, that's not a thing.
Okay.
Really?
I thought that like for every advantage and disadvantage it canceled out, then like whichever one had more. Okay.
You could have 20 advantages, but one disadvantage makes it a normal attack.
Anyway,
Okay.
Seems like.
you know, on the one hand, there's a swarm of rats that just ran by, and I feel like I should scout that. On the other hand, I can't see in the dark. So this is a situation where I am torn, but I'm just going to shoot the thing that's down and hope for the best. Meh.
Nice.
Well, you do hit him, luckily, and you do get your sneak attack because there is people within range of him.
Yep.
And that is 24. This thing is very hurt. It appears like another blow from a weapon will end its poor life. But
I suppose I should hide again, given that I just shot something.
yeah, technically you'd be quote-unquote revealed at this point.
Gonna go hide over here.
Okay. Alright, fantastic. Roll a stealth check for me, please. Thank you. 14, okay. So we got a 14 and a 12 going on over there.
Less dramatic, but I suppose for rolling a 3, that's not bad.
No, yeah, that's yeah. You rolled a 3, so I mean, yeah, it's pretty good. Moving on, before this thing falls, it stands upwards. It evaluates the situation, and it's going to attack. Well, I think it gets 2 attacks anyway, so it's just going to try and kill as many of you as possible.
Okay.
Humanoid. This guy. Alright, yep. It's going to maul attack. Oh, it gets 3 attacks actually, so it gets 2 mauls and a bite. So I'm going to maul attack Marilla first. Missing. Maul attack Farron. Striking you for 9 damage.
Yeah, about that fucker.
Cool.
I'm gonna use my reaction, and I'm gonna make that attack miss. Because
Pose disadvantage on an attack roll. Yeah, absolutely. So a 17 does not hit Farron.
Yes, that does not.
Indeed.
So,
Woo! My second fighting style comes into play.
So what does that look like?
It's totally that scene like Farron is about to get totally baseball batted, square in the skull, but Morella just like puts up the shield nonchalantly and just blocks the blow, as like it probably like makes her arm like get like an inch away from Farron's face, as she just grins and she's like, "Don't worry, Farron, I have your back."
aye, that you do.
Yeah, but in rage, this thing, as you guys are having this nonchalant conversation in the middle of this long, drawn-out battle, it brings its teeth down upon you and attempts to lock its jaw, basically around your neck is where it's aiming for.
Now, is this me or is this Farron?
Nope, that was you. So you get hit. Roll a Constitution saving throw for me, please.
Well, fuck. Right.
Oh, the poisons.
I rolled minimum damage on both, though, so you
It's
pass.
a good thing.
So you only
that
take
I'm,
you only take
party.
the 4 damage. You only take
Good
the 4
shit.
damage.
Yep.
So fantastic. So, moving right along. That ends its turn, which brings us to Vi. It is your turn.
Well, I can't see anything of importance whatsoever.
It's true. Yeah, the light
so
is coming from the other side of the tunnel
Yeah.
over there.
Yep. I literally see nothing. So I think for this whole turn, I'm just gonna move up. Well, I'm gonna cloak of shadows and then just move up into potentially help range eventually? Question mark.
You are cloaked and invisible. Hey, you can see things now.
Yay! And that's my turn.
Fantastic. All right, which brings us to Morella. Morella, bring this beast down.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, totes. So, first sword swing.
You have advantage.
It connects. Morella, tell us how you kill this thing.
So, as like this thing like bites at like probably like her shoulder, she just like quickly jabs it straight in the throat, and the sword pokes out its other side. And as like it like pulls away, she pulls out the sword, and you just see a whole bunch of blood being squirted out as the beast falls towards its side.
Absolutely.
As she just sighs deeply, like looking at her shoulder with like a bite mark on it, and she's just like, "Damn beast."
Yeah, and it just falls back and collapses, and the tunnel kind of shakes, like, and some little rubble pieces fall down from the ceiling. And that's when you probably notice more like there's this swarm of rats is now like leaping off of the body and charging towards you and Farron. And you still have one attack if you wanted to like move up and engage them.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose it could.
If you wanted to,
So-
I'm just reminding you.
Yeah, I know. So I'll move up on top of this beast's face as I just hack away,
All right.
attempting to slice him and dice.
Slice him and dice him. It's a hit,
I
no
think
problem.
that works. So
And they are so you hack about 9 each. Point of damage is essentially a rat at this point, just because it's a swarm. So you just begin slashing, and rats are dying, and body parts are flying every which way, and it's a mess.
if
Man.
one had a rapier, one would say I could bob them. But
yeah,
I don't.
correct. Or if you were using a spear,
Yep.
perhaps it would be kebabbing them. Yes, indeed.
Yep.
Cool.
That's what happens
Which
here.
brings us to Hannibal's turn.
I move my hex over to these rats.
Indeed. So the deal is, even though it's a swarm, you can totally do that, and it'll totally apply to all of them. I'm not going to be like, oh, no, you can't do it because it's 1,000 creatures, because that's stupid.
Mm-hmm.
But they are resistant and immune to a lot of different abilities, so...
Yeah.
I'll just blast with hex.
Alright,
Shazam.
blast away. Alright, fantastic.
It's Shazam.
Holy.
Nicely done. So that is 14... Jesus, that's a lot of damage.
17 plus 9, that's 36? No, that's wrong. No, 36.
So, you
26.
you begin blasting these rats, and they are literally just dropping like flies.
And then I start approaching.
And as you approach, the rats, if there are any remaining, have scattered and gone to the Four Corners, and they are no longer a threat.
Okay, so just to be clear, since my hex specifically works when they die,
Yeah.
like I can't move I can't move it off a living creature.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Yes, you can.
A hex? No, you cannot.
If the thing was still living, then you couldn't.
Yes. I just wanna make
Essentially,
sure.
the creature that you were fighting is dead, so you could move your hex. I'm not gonna.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not gonna limit your
take
hex.
a
That would be
bonus action
silly.
to-
I just want to make sure that that's what
I
it
see
is.
what you mean. I see what you mean.
Alright. So yeah. Nice job. Pats on the back for everybody. Yay.
Yeah, definitely.
Indeed, but we're not out of combat yet.
Hold.
So,
Hold, brothers. Oh god, reminds me too much.
5, 15, 20. It's gonna make a perception check because it knows there's something over here, but it can't see anything.
Yet.
Also, who got the disease again?
The one with the disease marker.
Yeah.
Hmm?
Soon, TM. Soon.
Oh,
this
you.
won't matter to me.
Its perception check. So it spots both Arcady and Chester, but
Get
Arcady
fucked.
is closer, and
Nice.
so Arcady will be the target that it attacks.
Rip.
Rude.
All right. It does not have advantage though from its pack tactics because it doesn't have any allies. So lucky you.
Because we slew them all.
Luckily, it did not have any advantage.
Well, I mean, that would have been a whole extra point of damage.
True. But it does. So you're able to like bat it away with the with your bow, right? You like hit it in the head. It falls and tumbles and turns around,
Sweeping it away
aiming
with
at
the
you.
broom.
Sorry, what'd you say?
I suggested that he was sweeping it away with a broom.
Yeah, basically that's the motion you were taking. And then running out from this corridor, there appears to be tons and tons more rats running down the corridor.
Hmm.
Come fight me, bros.
We are on turn number 6.
Why are we keeping track of this again?
Because of banishment.
Oh yeah.
Which brings us to Dane's turn.
Shazam. Fire!
Alright, fire away.
Ping.
Dane was very effective against these previously. Let's see how well he does now.
Oh, I need to bring up his character sheet. My mouse vanished for a moment. Don't judge me.
It's fine. I have to do it. That's a hit. I need to make a Constitution saving throw or be knocked unconscious.
Oh,
Constitution saving throw. I pass. Luckily.
It's only if they get a 5 or lower do they fall unconscious.
Oh, right. Okay.
If they get less than a
They become
10,
poisoned.
yeah.
Okay. Well, obviously his little tiny bow is not enough to kill it, but he does indeed deal it 1 damage at least. He pricks its little paw.
Does Dane look awesome while doing it?
Dane never looks awesome doing anything.
Alright, that's the answer I wanted to hear.
I know. Mr. Farron McKibe, it is your turn, sir. Seems like the swarm has been dealt with, but you hear sounds, and probably you can see it coming from... You see this giant rat engaging Petrov.
yes. I think with that, I'm just going to shout rude things at it.
Okay. You're going to shout rude things at the giant rat. Fantastic. So I need to make a wisdom saving throw, take 2 psychic damage. And if I fail, I have disadvantage. Okay, wisdom.
Hey, Farron.
Yes.
What level bard are you?
Pass.
I'm a level 7 bard.
That should be 2d4. Because it scales, doesn't it?
Correct, if it's a cantrip. I believe that is one that scales.
All right then.
Good catch.
it up for you.
I passed the check anyway, though, so it doesn't take any damage. It appears
Wait.
too embroiled with attempting to kill
I thought
Arkady.
I thought the save was to determine if. Oh, okay. So the save is to determine if it hits.
I think, yeah, the save is hit, and
And it's effect. Because it's a cantrip.
Yeah, it's just like Sacred Flame.
Okay.
Because like if you have a high enough wisdom, then you just ignore the rude things that are being shouted at you.
Yeah. And yeah.
You rise above.
Yeah, you turn the other cheek.
Yep. And I was right, by the way, with the
Um,
extra D4.
fantastic.
Sure.
Excellent.
All right.
You can edit
Oh.
your sheet then, Farron,
Alright.
for that.
Is that it for Farron?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Marvelous Chester. There's a giant rat in your vision.
There is a giant rat in my vision.
You're really good at killing things.
You should totally do it.
1, 2,
No
4.
remorse. Put it down like the dirty rat it is.
I'm actually going to hide again.
Okay. Hide first. Got it.
Alright, perfect. And I'm going to ready an action for anything besides a normal giant rat that comes out of either of these two paths.
Okay. So your fear is there's something besides rats and giant rats coming down these tunnels that you need to be afraid of.
Yes.
One may say
Yeah,
bigger.
that's a good option, I think.
So that's what I'm doing.
Okay.
From right here. This is
Okay.
probably a better spot.
Yeah, just so you have more vision. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Perfect. Awesome. Mr. Arkady Petrov. This rat appears like it's about to leap at you again.
Yeah, this is a good time to switch to the rapier.
Yeah, so
Stabby.
you whip it out, you sling your bow around your shoulder, and you just
Yeah, he does.
yeah, and you just
Yeah.
it leaps at you, and your rapier just goes straight down the mouth and comes out the back end of it, and it is just dead. Easily.
Chester, I have Snick.
Good job, Arkady. Just watch. Just watch.
Fantastic. We'll skip that guy's turn because he's currently on another plane of. Oh yeah. So what do you want to move? I'm sorry.
If I need to hide again, yes.
Yeah, you'll need to move and hide if you would like to do such.
Well, I know where Chester is. I don't think I know Vi is there because she's too invisible.
Correct.
So
She is extremely invisible.
One may say she has the best invisible.
does that? I can't really make out what that is, but it is alive and doesn't see me.
Oh yeah, no, it's another giant swarm of rats. You could try and meld up against the wall
Awesome.
again and see if you can
Yep.
pull the same trick twice. Fantastic.
Roll to smell like wall.
You very much smell like wall.
I mean, not as much as I could have, but I'll take it anyway.
I mean, pretty close. Pretty
Yeah.
close to got that new fresh wall smell.
Do you
about
use your cake mixing skills to make you look like a wall?
Yeah, exactly.
Brilliant.
Fantastic. So, that brings us to Vi's turn.
What round is it?
It is round
First
number
one's zero, come in.
6.
Oh, we got time. We got all the time.
Yeah, you got a couple rounds.
Although, seeing these lovely rats, Vi wants nothing to do with that, per se. But Arkady did step in front of her. Invisible to the end of this round. So I'm gonna go
Correct.
Here. You can see them there. So I'm gonna move there. And then I'm gonna, what am I gonna do? I guess I'm gonna, guiding bolt the large swarm.
Okay, yeah, you're just going to try and incinerate a bunch of them with your black cold
Light
fire.
them all on fire.
Yeah, exactly. All right, fantastic. Let her rip. you're invisible, so you have advantage. They have no idea where you are.
Oh, baby. Fat ass damage.
Yeah, so like the swarm is like running across the ground, and you can hear like the little feet and little squeaks, and just this again, since we're in darkness, this thing darker than it looks like a dark shadow just swoops through their writhing mass of bodies, and it just decimates about half of them. They're just taken away from existence. There's a slight burning smell, Arkady, that invades your nostrils.
Anything that helps mask my presence.
Yeah, for sure. Which brings us to Mirella. It's your turn.
Well,
it's very obvious people are still engaged in combat.
Yeah. But she can't see. So I think putting away her sword.
There's a torch lying on the ground right here.
Yeah, she's gonna pick it up. She's gonna use the object action to pick up said torch.
Yep, that's a
and
thing.
Start moving and move to
you
here.
You now have control of said torch.
Torch is with me now. I bring us the light.
Indeed.
I am the light within the
Damn
dark.
paladins.
He's not wrong.
No, I can just actually imagine Arkady saying that. Damn. Paladin.
Seems
Well,
accurate.
in his language, he wouldn't understand it, but he would gargle it effectively.
Right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sounding like the rock he is currently melding against.
Mm-hmm. Good check.
Hannibal.
Moving over to here.
Okay.
Because I don't know if we're going to stick around for that thing coming back. I do not feel like being left alone in there.
I don't feel like being the only one when that thing comes back.
Yeah.
When I get hit and you're all that's left.
I don't know if Hannibal knows the situation that's happening.
You can see what you can see. There appears to be a dead rat corpse lying on the ground here.
I'll walk over to here and use my dash action.
Mm-hmm.
See that? Immediately wish I didn't use my dash action.
Uh-huh.
Gonna head back to here.
Sure.
There's rats over there.
Willa just looks it over at you. She's like, "Oh," and she looks behind with the two giant dead rat hookers. I didn't notice we had rat problems.
Indeed.
Mm-hmm.
Should I call the pest exterminators, Hannibal?
Do you know their number?
I will get Vi to call them with her sending magic.
Hey, Vi.
You know, I had a butler once that was good at exterminating rats.
Yeah,
He was a
fantastic.
good old man.
While this conversation is going on,
More rats descend.
Vi,
Oh, fuck.
there's good news and there's bad news. The good news is you're not the closest target. The bad news is Arkady rolled a 29 or something, and they cannot even physically roll that high. So that means you are the only clear and viable target for these rats right now.
Oh, shit.
Oh no!
So that's 5, 15,
Ripping pepperonis, mate.
20, 25. And
I
they have just
believe-
enough to invade your square and begin swarming all over you, attempting to bite you with their little nasty teeth and
Wait,
scratch you with their
can I
little
use
claws.
luck against them?
How would you like to use luck against them?
I think she can actually use it. What's
She
her
can.
attack roll?
Is that, if
You
they
can
hit?
spend one luck point when an attack roll is made
Yeah,
against
to make
you.
them re-roll. Yeah, sure,
Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah,
So,
that's a thing you can do.
I'm just thinking out
Uh-huh.
loud.
Yeah, no. Okay, I meant like I thought you meant instantly. Would you like to use
No,
it
no,
against
no,
them?
no.
Yeah.
Can I use luck to make them trip and fall into the pit?
No. That's what I mean.
So they begin swarming all over you and attempting to bite at you. They rolled a 19.
Reroll.
Hey,
Yeah.
that one is a miss. So somehow some of them probably fall through the cracks in the wooden barricade that you guys had tipped over, and you probably like kick up some of the wood so that they go flying a little bit, and you're able to keep them off of you just long enough for someone else to act and do something.
4 of them die of natural causes.
But running around the corner.
So I totally have a line.
God, I love the idea of me just catapulting them with the
Mr. Luck is smiling on you.
there.
Because, he's a god and not god. So, yeah.
Running around the corner appear to be 2 more of these large rat-like figures heading in the direction of the commotion and blood and chaos going on.
Chaos, you say.
Which brings us to turn number 7. And Dane. It is Dane's turn.
Dane, go.
Almost there, Bob.
I choose you, Dane. See.
You can see through Dane's eyes, right?
Yes.
Or, like, you can see what Dane can see, is what I meant.
Yes. I'm gonna attack this motherfucker.
Yeah, shoot one of them.
Sorry, I don't think poison would work on these things. Or, like, the Constitution save throw wouldn't make sense. They all got knocked out. Chisel down.
That's a hit.
Mm.
Let us see.
Dane might not do everything really good, but he sure as hell knows how to shoot that fucking tiny ass.
He does, though, like, seriously.
A pew pew.
He shoots that little bow real good. Alright, so I'll make a Constitution saving throw for the giant rat. Failing.
It's actually knocked out because it's
and it is
4 to 5 or
knocked
left.
unconscious. It falls asleep.
Wow.
Get fucked.
That's the 3rd time that's happened to giant rats.
Jeez.
Fantastic, Dane. Great job.
I'm not gonna thank you, Dane.
Farron, it is your turn.
Okay.
This is your job. You're supposed to do this, Dane. Don't get a big head.
So they appear to be running this way.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Arcady, you probably can't even see Arcady. Like, he's like, he's like gripping like Spider-Man reverse style, like on the wall. He's just literally a piece of rock.
Yeah. Let's help out bloody old Vi over there with your smelly rats.
Indeed, you're gonna yell at them for some smelly rats. Let's see how they deal with that. It's a wisdom.
Yes.
They fail. So they take 6 damage.
6 emotionally hurt and just run away.
Yeah, no, they definitely, like, you've taken out at least half of them now. And they have disadvantage on their next attack. It's not really from what you're saying, because they don't really understand you. It's more like the echoing of your voice is confusing them a little bit. Like they're on sensory overload, and that's what's going to give them right. Yeah, that's what's going to give them the disadvantage in this moment.
And as for the damage, they just got hurt feelings because of what you said.
Yeah, no, some of them probably started running into each other, is like, just from the confusion, and, like, maybe one of them, like, bites the other one. They get into a little scrabble of fighting because they're trying to all do different things. So some of them actually kill themselves, is how it goes.
You made people kill themselves with your words. You're like a high school bully on the internet.
You are.
I know.
Alright, anything else for Farron?
I think I'm good for now.
Marvelous Chester. Vi appears to be embroiled in some with some nasty rats, and there are larger rats running down the tunnel still. There appears to be no end to them, the monsters.
I'm going to take out my dagger, get closer to Vi, and just start stabbing at the rats on her.
Ah, just stabby stab away.
Chester in close range combat? What?
There's an ally. Sneak attack.
Yes,
Yeah.
you do hit. It's not very hard to hit these rats. You do get sneak attack damage. which is the only thing that's going to make this better, I think, for you. Yeah, there
You
we
can
go.
tell how unprepared this attack is.
Right, but
frantic stuff.
even with that, there's so many of them, you just end up hitting a bunch of them. And there's probably, like, 10 or 12 rats left. Like, there's not that many at all. They're still fighting, but they are severely weakened in their initial charge.
Come on, Vi, let's get these off. Quick.
What do you think I've been trying to do?
Arkady Petrov, it's your turn.
All right. Do I want to try to save Vi and make her feel?
You can't make her feel
I mean-
anything.
I was going to say you can't make her feel, but you can try.
I mean, the cavalry
I mean,
has
she
arrived.
could sort of. Yeah, no, that seems unnecessary. So these rats in front of me, just so that I understand the symbols being used here. One of them's marked red, one of them's got a sleeping face on it, and one of them is not.
Yeah, the one that's sleeping is unconscious. It appears to be lying, like, it, like, skidded to a halt, and, like, you can see it's still breathing, it's still alive. And the other one is, like, loping down the tunnel towards this direction. Probably at Farron now, who's just presented himself as a target.
And the red one is dead?
The red one is dead, yeah, that's a
Cool.
That's a dead body.
Cool, just wanted to be sure. Okay, Arkady will leap off the wall and try to nail that conscious rat to the floor.
Alright. Absolutely. You just, again, impale it with impunity, and it is dead. You leap down
Delightful.
upon it, and you just come down, and your rapier goes through its spine and into the ground a little bit, and it wriggles and then twitches and then dies. And you pull it out and shake it off, and
Excellent. Then he'll move over here and hide again.
hiding is good.
We have lost the ambassador.
Yeah, no, you're literally just like a
The
flurry
ambassador
of
has left the
a
building.
flurry of death as you proceed down the tunnel.
So this is what a rogue is.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. This is how rogues play when they're melee. It's pretty awesome. Is that it for Arkady? Rat
I got nothing else to do.
Still on another plane of existence. Vi, you're being attacked by rats.
Vi just says, "You've got this, right, darling?" while looking at Chester, and then just disappears. So, Cloak of Shadows, my last one. Gone.
Okay.
Are the rats not still clinging to you in that case?
I mean,
It's a great question.
yes, but technically they would be unable to attack because she's invisible per the rules.
They
But
would
like
just be floating rats at this point.
it's kind of like a constant like battle of like shaking them off, shaking another one off, shaking another one off. So once she's invisible, ostensibly she could just shake them off, and then they wouldn't know where to latch on again.
Fair enough.
Good shit.
I'll accept it.
All right, are you going to move then, Vi?
No attack since I'm invisible, right?
I
Or
mean,
is that
you
not
got to use
true?
your action to use Cloak of Shadows, don't you?
Yeah. So I can't disengage.
Correct,
Sorry.
but you're also invisible, so they wouldn't know what to attack.
Right, that's what I just asked.
Oh, you said no. You said no attacks.
can't-
I didn't
no,
know.
it's-
I didn't know you meant no
No,
attacks.
no.
Opportunity.
I meant that on
attack.
Yeah. Yeah. No, you
Yeah.
could totally move away without threat of being devoured. Cool. All right, brings us to Morella.
Yeah. Hey, Jordan.
Yeah.
How feasible would it be that a 20 strength character can expertly throw a torch at a swarm of rats?
You can throw it 20 feet with normal roll, and then up to 60 feet with disadvantage, just like you would
So if
throw
I
any
just-
other thing.
So if I just casually moved up here,
Uh-huh.
toss the fucker. I mean, granted, I could just move there and then toss the fucker.
Yeah. I mean, you could throw it at him. I'll give you like a improvised weapon roll.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
If that's what you want to do, sure.
Yeah, that's exactly what I want to do. I want to throw the fucking torch at these rats.
Yeah, roll me a. It's gonna be. It's not a strength thing is the deal, but I'll let you roll strength. I guess you would roll me a.
Well, if it's a thrown weapon, it's with
yeah,
strength.
it'd basically be a thrown weapon with strength.
Yeah, that's what thrown weapons are.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do I add proficiency bonus or no?
Not unless you're proficient with improvised weapons. So
I mean, I
basically,
don't think I am.
Basically, unless you're a
because you
tavern
need a
brawler.
feat for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just
If you
straight.
don't have talent tavern brawler, then no.
All right. So.
D20 plus.
Holy shit!
Yeah. So roll me 2d4
All right.
and move the torch over there.
Okay. For nearly minimum damage. Good shit.
So yeah, you hit it and it kills a few of them and they scatter. There's still a couple that might be a danger at this point. The torch is still back there. There's still a couple that might be a danger at this point, but they have been scattered.
Okay. Well, there you go. I did things, and now I'm look off in the distance, and because I've only moved like what 20 feet so far,
Yeah.
so I can take a few steps forward
Indeed.
and
I mean, it's a good place
move myself
for the
there.
light source.
I mean, I just thought it'd be badass to fucking peg a fucking swarm of rats with a torch.
Yeah, no, there's very few of them left, if any, that are a problem.
To be honest, if they were still on Via, I still would have done it. No offense.
Hannibal, it's your turn.
None.
You don't tell me what to do, Jordan. I do what I want.
I know.
I go this way.
All right.
That's 15 feet. And then I go another. Let's see here. 15 feet up. And not knowing anything, I'm already in action to see if anything comes along.
All right. So if anything runs around the corner, you're gonna shoot at it.
Yeah.
Fantastic. All right.
2 more turns.
Arcade move, shoot!
Rip.
Say what?
You can't see Arcady. Arcady is invisible.
Yeah,
but Hannibal,
and,
there is another swarm of rats that appears to be coming around the corner.
Where? Oh, what the fuck is that thing I'm seeing?
A swarm of rats.
Not that, but okay.
The other thing, yeah, no, that's fine.
This thing up here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing. Don't worry about it. I've
Um,
just kind of seen it since we got in here. Whatever.
Yeah, I'm the first one with dark vision to get this close, so... Well,
Hannibal,
beside you.
your reaction goes off.
Oh, yeah, that.
Oh
If
yeah,
you-
that.
I don't have hex on it, so it's just a normal...
Correct.
Shabada. Shabada.
Yeah. Nice.
Blackatabao.
Nice again. Yeah, both of those you're smashing rats. Their little bones are breaking every strike that hits them, and they appear to be damaged. You notice like these things aren't really like a danger as much.
It's an annoyance.
They're an annoyance, right? And they appear to be coming from somewhere. But I think that the group of you probably notices that with each iteration of like things that are coming out, they're getting like weaker and weaker. It's an endurance test. But that brings us to the 8th turn, which means it's Dane's turn.
Go up here and scout. There's something weird.
Okay.
He's gonna dash.